it's the James Watt Show. James Watt Show. You gotta go then. The James Watt Show. James Watt Show. James Watt Show. James Watt. You gotta know the James Watt Show. James Watt Show. Gotta go. James Watt Show. Muckers, nutters, and truckers. Muckers, nutters, and truckers. On your TV show tonight, yeah. Muckers, nutters, and truckers. On the James Watt TV show tonight, I said muckers, nutters, and truckers. Oh yeah. James Watt TV show tonight. I said muckers, nutters, truckers, muckers and muckers and knuckers and trussers and muckers and knuckers and tuckers and muckers and truckers and knuckers, nutters, muckers, truckers. On the James Watt TV show tonight. He gets up at 3:30, milks his cows, has a cup of tea, gets ready for his show, thinks of things at the top of his head, does his show, goes back to bed. All he wants is for you to know he puts on a damn fine show. James Watt. James Watt. Yeah. James Watt. Ooh, James Watt. Ooh, James Watt. Ooh, James Watt. Yeah, James Watt.
It's the James Watt Facebook Live Show. He's here to let everybody know about news and views and jokes and frolics. It don't matter that it's a load of all it's James Watt. It's James Watt. It's James Watt, and what a lot he's got. It's always sunny when James is talking. It don't matter where you're driving or walking. From what is on the world is bright and gay. And again, that's what he told me to say. It's James Watt. It's James Watt. It's James Watt, and what a lot he's got.
Everybody loves James Watt.
And hello, welcome along. We are here. No, we are on and we are ready for you. Welcome. What day is it? It will be Sunday, I would have thought. Welcome along to the show. We are on and we are here. We're live on Facebook and Twitter, Periscope and YouTube. And also we're being heard on Great Yorkshire Radio as well. But we're not live on Great Yorkshire Radio, so that's a recording. So hello to you. Good to know you're around. We are here. This is the World of What, the crazy goings on of World of What every day at 12 high noon on the television type thing. Hello to Scott Greengrass, straight in on the show today. Welcome along. Good to say, can you say hello? We certainly can. Eric Madeley. Oh, hi, James. Only just made it. I've been beaning. Okay, beaning. So that's what Eric's been doing today. Casimir is with us today as well. Good afternoon, Casimir. David Flint says, hi, James. I like your jazzy shirt. Lottie is here as well. And Roxy is here as well. So good to have you along today. Don't forget, if you like us on Facebook, we might say extra special mentions to you today. So we've got Eric and we've got Ian and we've got Roxy and Kevin already with us on that. So here we are. It is officially Sunday, in case you were wondering, because we do have a calendar here. Well, that's it, really, isn't it? So we're on it. We do have bird cam back. Bird cam is back, so we can have a look at the bird cam right now. There we have bird cam in the garden, and at any moment you could see a bird fly into the bird and house and out again, and it's an exciting moment when that does happen. So welcome along to that. What else is it? What other big news is coming in? Was just given someone's dog back. He ran off, and they didn't know he was out. So there we go. Well, congratulations. Well done. What's the first game going to be today, says Scott? Well, we have to wait and see on that one. No bird spotted on the bird cam yet, but welcome along. And what have we got today? Let's have a quick look what's going on today in the studio. Okay, I have a pen. I have a pineapple. I have a pen. I have a pineapple. Or to put it a different way, if you want to, you could say, if you want to say, you could say, get this right if you can find it. Okay, you could say, yeah, here we go. Go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. But not now. Not now. No, that's enough. Thanks very much. Thanks for that. Okay, that's great. Okay, well done. That was just Eric Madeley, who was a big fan of that song when it came out a couple of years ago. The bird watching is not very exciting, says Scott Greengrass. Well, it is when a bird happens, but that's the thing. You have to wait a long time for any action to happen. Lottie Leigh is a dog whisperer, maybe. Mark Smith is with us. Hello, James, and everyone. Welcome to the show. We are here, and we are ready for you today, Sunday. Don't forget, you can call on the burner phone anytime you like. Just plug it in, to be honest. So plug it in. I hadn't charged it up over the weekend, so that was going to cause me a problem, but we've got extra charger, so it's all ready to go. Want to give me a call? It's 07956 233 726. Comes straight through to you. Did you put my pencil on the post? No, it's going to go in this afternoon, so it's not going to arrive today. Right, so here we are. Are we ready for this? Let's get a game on to start with, and the first game is the ever favourite What's in the Box. Just going to plug the cable into the keyboard. This is where I have something in a box, and you have to guess what it is in the box. Let's get the box out. Down somewhere. Okay. Right, here we go. It's quite fragile. Right, there we go. Okay, it's not broken at all. What is in the box today? Give us a quick call. Send us a message. The clue is I've got this in my house because you're not allowed out. Well, you are a little bit, but you know what I mean. So it's from the house. Found it in the house today. It's a useful item, non-edible. It would not be kept in the kitchen. That would be a strange place to keep this item, I would say. It could be kept in the kitchen, but it'd be a bit bizarre, to be honest. So what could it be? Any ideas? We're looking for an item in the box that is non-edible, and you find it in the house. Charles Good is back with us. He has been back working this week. Charles, good to know you are with us today. And it's not a pineapple. What is the first letter of it? We're not going to give you that at this moment. Is it a chocolate mousse or a carrot? Excellent. Thank you very much. Is it a toilet roll or about torch? Roxy saying torch, no. Or is it a Rubik's Cube? I think you'll find the Rubik's Cube is up there. So it can't be in the box as well. We wouldn't have two Rubik's Cube, would we? So let's have a little think about this. Okay, this item is particularly useful in the morning time. Particularly useful in the morning time. Any ideas what it could be? Love to hear from you today. Do give us a shout on it, okay? Is it a mug or a sun hat? No, it's particularly useful in the morning time, Charles. So what could it be? It's going to move the plug over here, so we're ready for the drum roll if we should need it. But at the moment, no one's got anywhere near. This is a useful item, but in many ways annoying at the same time. So it's useful and annoying at the same time. You would use this every day, but here's the thing. In lockdown, you have used it less than you would on a normal non-lockdown day. So not used as much in lockdown as you would use it when not in lockdown. So we've not been using this hardly at all in lockdown, but it is used probably most days when not in lockdown. Is it a hairbrush, says Charles? What about, is it a click? Alarm clock. Someone's saying Scott's going for alarm clock. Sally Wilson's going for a click radio. The sun is out in the sunny south in Charles Goodland. Well, it is here a little bit occasionally. It comes up and down. Is it? I meant click radio, not whatever. Thanks very much, Sally Wilson, for that one. Is it makeup? Is it cash? Okay. Useful and annoying. Is it Lewis Smith in the box? That's Mark's son, of course. Hello, Lewis. Okay. There is a counselling service available on the show here as well. Is it cash? Is it a coin? No. What is it? Is it a comb? Says Janet Widdowson. Hello, Janet. No, it's not a comb. But I'm sure someone's got this right. Let's try and find the drum roll again. Let's get back. Oh, first of all, let's say.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sure everyone's heard of the Lost Property Office.
Yes.
Where you go if you lose your purse or umbrella.
Right. Yeah.
Some of you may have heard of the Lost Noises Office too.
Right.
Where all the noises go when they get lost.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this news bulletin to bring you a program.
Thanks. Right, here we go. So what's in the box? Someone's going to get this right. Let's try and find the drum roll, if I can find it at all, because what I did, I reordered all the jingles, so it makes it nearly impossible to find anything now. But don't worry about it. We have the technology to find it. Let's just search it in with using letters and everything, okay? Here we go. Someone's got this right. Who's going to be? This is the thing of the day. And the answer is, it is a clock radio, and that would be for Ding of the Day. I don't know where my stuff is. That's still in my Oxford case. So instead of getting the ding today, you are going to get. I've got it here. You're going to get the cowbell of cuteness. So well done. You get that instead, okay? Because the triangle and the ding are still in the bag for Oxford. So thank you very much. Well done, Scott. You got the alarm clock. Oh, we have to reveal the alarm clock to prove I'm not cheated, because we're very honest here. Okay, there we go. That is the alarm clock. Well done. Actual traditional alarm clock. Well done. And it's got the time on it. Look at that. Amazing. Fantastic. So we'll put that back down there. So well done. Congratulations. Let's put that over there somewhere, and it does ring and everything. Right, welcome along. Let's have a quick look back at Birdcam. This is like Country File here. Well, we look at the bird table, the bird house, and see if we see birds. Now, if you're listening on the radio, on Great Yorkshire Radio, this right now, what you can see, I'll just explain for the radio audience. You can see lots of birds coming in and out of the birdhouse. It's quite amazing, as the viewing audience will be able to tell you. It's a stunning thing. There you go. Birds. See that bird? Two birds there. Look at that bird. And that bird will come out again in a minute, because I know their habits. I've been watching them very closely. So stand by for more action on the bird cam coming in. This is quite an exciting moment as I go all Chris Packham on it. Look at that. Look at that. Live. This is real life in action right now. Okay, they know that they could be on the worldwide TV show. Now, not just on the television in the UK of England land, they are also worldwide and globally at the same time. But there we go, that's them going. Right, okay, we have time for another game. Scott, well done, by the way, for getting an alarm clock. Don't forget, if you want to call us, you can. Scott Greencross, did I win anything? Yeah, you got the. You just keep up, Scott. You got that. All right. Okay. Do I send you? No, you don't. No, you don't need to send me your address. You've just got it like that. You don't actually win a real prize. It's just that. All right. Stay with the party. Right, here we go. I've got one similar to that. Well, there we go. Big news coming in from Weston Supermare today is that Lottie Leigh's dress is creased. So thank you very much for the information, Lottie. I hope I don't know if you need to call. Don't call the emergency services for that. Okay, let's do a quickie. Can you name 4 things beginning with W? Here we go.
I bet you can't think of 4 things beginning with W.
W. Okay.
First person to get 4 gets a surprise.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
4 things beginning with W. We've got walnuts, winkle pickers, Wellington boots, and I can't do the 4th one. Can't think of the 4th. We're also got, okay, what, wall, wardrobe, and wheel.
Well,
all that.
anyone get 4?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Want my surprise?
Not really. But thanks very much. Scott says, well, I want a real prize. Well, you're on the wrong show, mate. Right, here we go. So Julie got water, watch, wellies and wall for 4 things beginning with W. Well done. It's time for another top game here on World of What. We're on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope. So hello to you. If you're on Periscope, by the way, welcome along because you've got a very short attention span. We're doing this, okay? Yes. Casimir Engine just been on says, what is Harry Seacombe having for lunch today? We do have here, as you know, the Harry Seacombe diet book, and he gives you a daily plan of what to eat on each day of the week. So he's got very thin on the book there. So it was a very big success for him at the time. Let's have a look at, I forgot what week are we on now? We're on about week 400, aren't we? So let's have a go. No, it's not. I guess get the right one, okay? Yeah, no, it's not the right one. So, I think, yeah, okay, here we go. So for luncheon today, Harry Seacombe is having roast lamb and broccoli and cauliflower. And then he's having... for tea, sardines and mixed salad. Sardines, okay. I mentioned pilchards on the radio yesterday, and that was a very exciting moment for everybody, I thought, that was watching and listening to that show. Welcome along, anyway. It's week 8, by the way, says Scott. Thank you very much. Week 8, okay. Have you haven't done I Spy? I know we haven't done I Spy. Later on, David, and people are waiting for particular games, and particularly the trumpet at the end of the show. Very, very exciting. Right, let's put Harry Seacombe back there. No news on the Cornish pasty tree, by the way. Right, here we go. Right, let's do Wattity Watt. Then let's try again. Wattity Watt, Wattity Watt, Wattity Watt. Right. Wattity Watt. Wattity Watt, Wattity Watt, Wattity Watt. Wattity Watt. Right, Wattity Watt. This is where I have a phrase and you have to match up with the answer. It's not a super match, it's a super what, just in case the BBC are watching. Right, here we go. So, Wattity Watt. Today, Watty is bringing out his inner Mr. Man. Okay, inner. I'll just show you the inner Mr. Man. Here you go. Look at that. The inner Mr. Man. You got that? There you go. I made this shirt myself, by the way. Actually made this. Okay, like a proper sewing bee thing. Honestly, I made it with my own hands. You can't buy one in the shops like this because I made it myself with my own needles and my own thread. And it wasn't my own sewing machine, it was Lady Watt's, but there we go. Anyway, here we go. So, here we go. Right. Wattity Watt. Today, Watty is bringing out the inner Mr. Man in him. He's decided to be Mr. Watt or Wattity Watt. So, today, Watty is bringing out his inner Mr. Man and decided to be Mr. Watt or Wattity Watt. So, which Watt do you think I should be after lockdown is the question. So, today, Watty is bringing out his inner Mr. Man and decided to be Mr. Watt or Mr. Wattity Watt. Any ideas? Give me a call. What could it be? Okay. Is it Mr. Happy? A lot of people are saying Mr. Happy, or that would be a very, very obvious answer. It's a good answer. Well, it's not good because it's wrong. But if it was right, it would be a good answer. At the moment, it is not a good answer. Must say hello to a few people that are liking us on Facebook. Eric Madeley is with us as well. And, Marge Davis has turned up as well. Got Alan Rich. Good to know you're there. Kevin and Roxy and Ian is with us as well. Is it Mr. Funny? Is it Mr. Impossible? Now, of course, it doesn't have to be a real Mr. Man. Because I could be inventing my own Mr. Man for the purposes of this show. So any ideas? Is it Mr. Lazy? Is it Mr. Annoying? Thanks very much, Janet. None taken. Is it Lewis Smith is saying, what about Mr. Wobble, says Charles Good. Lewis Smith is saying Mr. Clever. And Mark Smith is saying he's going for Mr. Stylish is going for it. No, not right. Okay, so let's go through it once again, shall we? Here we go. Okay, Today, Watty is bringing out his inner Mr. Man and decided to be Mr. Watt or Wattity Watt. Any ideas? Is it Mr. Pineapple, says Eric Madeley. Mr. Pineapple. What a top answer that could be as well. What about Mr. Musician? Because of my experience and top trumpet playing, which you'll hear later on. What about Mr. Holiday Maker? Charles Good is saying, what about Mr. Hairy? Mr. Hairy! That's an idea, isn't it? Mr. Hairy or Mr. Radio. Mr. Entertainer, says Roxy. Mark is going for Mr. Hair Bear Bunch. No, it's not the answer we're looking for. And it's, is it Mr. Carrot? When I was looking through the list of Mr. Men things, you'll be pleased to know in this modern day of age of 2020 land, year of, there are many female Mr. Men as well, like Miss Men. Miss, I don't know what you call. Anyway, there's women who are Mr. Men now, who are not obviously Mr. Men. They're Mrs. or Miss women. But there we go. Okay. Is it what could it be? Is it Mr. Spam? Any ideas? No, it's not. It's what could it be? Any idea? Oh, some news coming in. Just news is coming in. Here we go.
Your attention, please. This announcement is for passengers with vehicles on deck 7 only. That's car drivers, motorcyclists, and cyclists with vehicles on deck 7 only.
Yes.
You may now proceed to your vehicles.
Thanks very much. No, it's not Mr. Ferry announcement either. It's not Mr. Pineapple. Is it Mr. Chatterbox, says Roxy Wilson. Charles Good is going for Mr. Trumpet. And, well, who's going to get it? Is it Mr. Stink? That's not very nice, is it? What could it be? Okay. It could be a real Mr. Man. It could be one I've made up. I'm not saying. We're just playing the game here. Okay. We're not giving too many clues. Good afternoon to Tom Work, who's just joined us in on the show as well. Welcome along. Good to know what it could be. So it's not Mr. Ferry. What's it? Janet's saying you could have dropped Lottie her pencil yesterday. It's only a few miles from Oxford. Well, Weston Supermare is not very close to Oxford, if we're being quite honest, Janet. In fact, it's about 128 miles. But there we go. Is it David? Flint says, is it Mr. Hines? Okay, no. Is it Mr. Hoarder? Which is a very good answer. And I did see Mr. Hoarder as an option to it. So it is actually a real Mr. Man, this one. What could it be? Nobody has got it right. Of all, I looked down the whole entire list of Mr. Men, and it's actually a real one. So what could it be? So we know it's not Mr. Hines, and it's not Mr. Hat, and it's not Mr. Dog, and it's not Mr. Bump. Are you is it an Uber driver? Mr. Uber driver. It is not Mr. Nobody, which is a very nice but mean. Well, quite mean, to be honest, that one. Is it Mr. Strong, says Kevin, or Mr. Clutter, which is a very likely scenario here, but not the answer we're looking for today. What could it be? And I would say I cause some of this everywhere I go. That is the idea. I cause a little bit of it everywhere I go. So what could it be? Mr. Cool is not right. Mr. Cheerful, Mr. Scruffy, says Casimir Engine. That's not very nice, is it, Casimir? Don't forget, if you can get Casimir Engine podcast available, just search out that. It's very good. New show every sort of Monday or so, if he can be bothered to go into his shed and do it. He's quite good at that. Okay, whenever I do that, I can never put them back, so put them there. What else? Mr. Wrong, Mr. Windy, Mr. Messy is wrong. Mr. Chaos, says Simon Cooper. This is not I've looked at the website, and this is a real Mr. Man. Okay, what could it be? It's not Mr. Worry or Mr. Chaos or Mr. Wrong. It's not Mr. Happy. So what sort of, and I would cause this. If I went out and about, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if I could cause a bit of this, because it's nice, but a bit naughty. He's nice, and he's doing this in a nice way. I think it's something that you do if you were just wanting to have a little glint in your eye. He's got a glint in the eye. Is it Mr. Troubled? Mr. Chaos? Charles says troubled. I'm very good. I am very good, if you don't mind. What I do in the podcast, Casimir? Yeah, every Monday. It's not Mr. Messy or Mr. Cheesy. So just think about this. It's a proper Mr. Man. So today, Watt is bringing out the inner Mr. Man, and it decided to be Mr. Watt or Wattity Watt. And if you were going out and you were being a little bit naughty, but with a glint in your eye, you would be this person. And Mr. Funny is not the answer we're looking for. Mr. Happy, Kevin says that. Janet says Mr. Funny. Mr. Calamity says Mark. No, Mr. Trumpy, which is that a new one? Honest, Nick D. Thanks very much. No, it's not that either. It's not Mr. Funny or Mr. Trumpy. I can't. Mr. Nosy. No, Mr. Tickle. Mr. Silly is all the wrong answer. I'm going to give you a clue because at the moment, luckily, we haven't got the Triangle of Triumph today because you've been pretty rubbish. Not Mr. Silly either. What could it be? Mr. Yoo-Hoo. It's not Mr. Yoo-Hoo either, says Casimir. Yoo-Hoo, everybody. Yoo-Hoo over there. Yoo-Hoo over there. Okay. No, it's Mr. Nosy. And it's Mar Javis is saying Mr. Cheeky. No, it starts with an M for mother. Okay, it starts with an M. It's a real Mr. Man. I looked it up on the website before I came on just to check it out. What could it be? An M. So today, Watt is bringing out the inner Mr. Man himself. He decided to be Mr. Watt or Mr. Wattity Watt. What could it be? And here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Mr. Okay, stand by. Look, get the drum roll out there. Yeah, look at that. It is Mr. Mischief, and we do not have the Triangle of Triumph today because we've left it in the bag when I went to Oxford yesterday. So you have another cowbell of cowabunganess. There we go. You get yours. Fantastic. Well done. Now, don't forget, if you want to, Simon Cooper thought of Mr. Musical. Nick D thought of Mr. Mischief too late. And Scott thought of it too late as well, but that's the way it goes. So there we go. I've tested Yoo-Hoo, and no one shouted back at me. You can't spread Bovril. Now, this is on, I think it was Friday's show, or was it Thursday's? We were talking about Yoo-Hoo. He was in the Under the Hat. And the clue was you would shout this at someone in the street. And, you'd go, yoo-hoo. And Casimir Engine says he doesn't think you can do that. And he's done a scientific test doing this one with people shouting yoo-hoo. And he said nobody shouted yoo-hoo back. And you know what the reason why that was, Casimir? It's because nobody likes you. Right, I'm just saying, okay? Sometimes it's harsh, but sometimes the truth matters. Okay, can I have a signed photograph of you instead of a belt? No, we don't do that. That's so 80s, Scott. We don't do signed photo. What you do, you get a computer, which you have because you're watching us, and you just print it off, and that's fun. And then you get your mum or dad or neighbour or the dog to sign it, and that's good enough nowadays. Right, welcome along. Here we are. Let's do it. And now a lot of people are quite keen on this game, so we better do it because a lot of complaints come in if I don't do this one. Here we go.
Let's play I Spy.
Let's play I Spy.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with A.
No, it's not something. A. We're not doing A today. We're doing the letter M today. M today. We're doing M. I don't think she ever got to M in the singing, but there we go. Let's have a go. So M for mother. Mother.
Let's play I Spy. I spy with my little eye something beginning with A. Something beginning with
M. She can't do it. She only learned the letters A to D, this lady. Can't get to M, so we have to do the M for her. So what could it be? Anything beginning with M in the studio today. What could it be? This is an easy one today. Simon Cooper about Casimir Engine not getting a response to Yoo-Hoo says maybe they don't understand it in the Bahamas where he lives. Yes, okay. My Lewis Smith says, is it a microphone or a medal? Or a microphone or a medal. We got Scott is saying, is it a Mr. Man shirt, which I'm wearing today, of course. A medal, Julie. Scott is saying Greengrass. Mr. Men shirt is going for Kevin as well. Microphone, Roxy. We have got a microphone there, so obviously I'm talking into that at the moment. Anything that begins with the letter M. Let's take some things off the screen and have a good look around, see what we can see with the letter M here. Okay, anything Okay, what it could be. Let's see if we can see anything. Is it a machete? Says Charles Good. Thank you very much, Charles, and hope you had a very good week back at work today. Wanted to ring us and tell us what it was like being back at work, because nobody else in the country has got any idea. Is it the monkey? The monkey? The monkey. Is that Grandpa Gregory you're referring to? He's no monkey. He is Grandpa Gregory, and he's a real-life, human-like living being thing. Apart from he doesn't talk and he put his hand up is what's it. But apart from that, he is, okay? Is it a mask? A James Watt mask, says Scott, as well. We have the James Watt mask. No, it's not that. And we have got one. We have got it here. Now, I'm just seeing how visible it is. It is visible, but if you're on a big screen TV, it would be easier to spot this. And what this is in the studio, it's something to keep us alert. Because what we're doing, we're keeping alert, as you know, in England land at the moment. Is it Mongolia on the globe, says Roxy. What about a mine-apple? Says Charles Good. It's not a man. It's not a mask. It's not a monkey. It's not a machete. It's not a map either. There's quite a few maps in the studio, but it's not a map, and it's quite difficult to see. It's to that side of me, and if you can work out what that is, that would help. But that's quite difficult to work out from it. I'm just going to make it a little bit more easy. Okay. There we go, and I just. That make it any easier? Not really. It doesn't. I'll just move that over there. That makes it now very, very easy. What could that be? Any ideas what it could be? And you're on the way to getting the symbols of what is it? What is it? A mask? Still not a mask. Julie Dominey is going for the Meerkat, and you finally spotted the Meerkat after many. Julie, you've got it. You've got the Meerkat. Meerkat is staying alert for us. You've got the symbols of superiority. Well done for Casimir Engine for spotting Meerkat sometime after Julie. And Lewis Smith spotted it second. But as you know, Lewis, you don't get anything for second. Hey, a mate of mine was on Britain's Got Talent last night, called Manny Vass. He wasn't on long, and he didn't get through, which we're a little bit upset about. He's nowadays known as the Naked Pianist, and he was in the first proper rock group he was in, was the James Watt Big Band. Where I went round and turned Christmas lights across Yorkshire on, and he was the second trumpet player to my first trumpet playing, because I was the band leader. He was only 8 at the time, and he has now turned into a accomplished pianist from my training, and got all the way up to Britain's Got Talent last night. So well done to Manny for that. We're very, very proud of you. He didn't get through. And he can play the piano very well, and he does this professionally. But he also takes his clothes off as part of the act to add a bit of sexiness. Simon Cowell didn't understand, and even Alicia didn't go for it either, which was a little bit of a shame. But there you go, never mind. So he's not going to be on that. So that's look at meerkats. There are meerkats at the top of our road, says Casimir Engine. Well done. We've got birds here. Let's have a look at bird cam quickly. Look, a bird's gone straight in there on cue. Look at that. The bird is going to come out in a minute. This is like Country File and Autumn Watch. All at the same time. Look at that. The bird is in there now, feeding the little chicks, and it's going to come out very, very exciting. Casimir has nearly given his location away. Okay, there are meerkats in a tropical world in Leeds. We got a picture. Did I see a bird come out there? I think we saw one, didn't we? Okay. Ken, did you play the tuba? No, I didn't. Okay. Is it macrame? By the way, no, we've finished with I Spy. But we have finished with I Spy. That's all done. We've got another top game to play. Let's move my cable across while we're doing Bird Watch. Well, what we're doing, if you're listening on the radio, Great Yorkshire Radio, we're on every day at 9 o'clock in the evening. But today, Sunday, we get a 5 o'clock viewing. So hello to you if you're listening on the radio. Okay, lovely. And you can watch us live on Facebook Live / the James Watt every day, 12 noon. No more bird action, so let's remove the birds for a second and let's go into another top game. Here we go. Always on. It's a bit excitable, that one, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, go. This is more like it. Good today. Let's play! You ready for this? Let's play! Keep it under your hats! This is it. You have to work out what is. I'm wearing a hat, as you may well be able to spot, and a Mr. Men shirt. But what is under my hat today is the question. Any ideas? Love to hear from you. What's under my hat? Is it an egg? Straight in with the egg. Okay. This is something that I found in the house today, and it is a non-edible item. So what could it be? Under my hat today, it's a non-edible item. It makes a noise. Okay. But not on its own. You have to do something to it to make a noise, which is going to make it a very exciting part of the TV show when it is the big reveal has happened. So what could it be? Any ideas at all? Nick D is saying, is it a paperweight? No. Is it a toothbrush? Says Charles Good. Hello, Charles. Good to know. But you're still wrong. Charles was with us every day for the first 3 years of the lockdown show and then had to go back to work. And he's lost his touch. And he's run out of bread because he bakes every day. Is it a stapler? Says Mark Smith. Is it a Maraca? Says Roxy Wilson, even though she can't spell it. Is it another alarm clock? Says Scott. Is it a jar of Swarfiga? What a top answer that would be, Casimir. And it is the wrong answer. Is it a comb? Eric Madeley, the most intelligent man in Derbyshire, still just holding on to that crown there. But not the answer we're looking for today. What could it be? Football rattles, says Roxy. Is it a harmonica? No, we have a harmonica here somewhere. I don't know where it went to. It's in the pile of stuff somewhere that is, to be honest, I had a bit of a tidy up the other day, and so it's a bit neater in here than it has been. Is it a Tamagotchi I've got under my hat? It's not a, is it a comb? Says Nick D. Is it an air horn? Says Simon Cooper. Mandy Davis, welcome along. Welcome back. She speaks French and everything. So she is an English lady. But hello, Mandy, and bonjour. Ça va bien. Right there. Je m'appelle James. Okay, and comment allez-vous? Is that the word? Comment allez-vous, Mandy? Okay. Richard Davis. I see Rich Davis here too. Yes, Richard Davis is here too. He is here. Are you close personal friends? We're very excited because Richard is he's been for a swim this morning in his private lake that he has, and it's got sharks in it, so it makes them swim a little bit faster. Is it a wobble board? Says Eric Madeley. Keep it under your hat. What is under my hat today? Any ideas? Love to hear from you. Oh, by the way, the ladies here. What you got to say for a second?
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
I'm sure everyone's heard of the Lost Property Office.
Yes.
Where you go if you lose your purse or umbrella.
Yeah.
Some of you may have heard of the Lost Noises Office too.
Yeah.
Where all the noises go when they get lost.
Thanks very much. Anything else coming in here? Talking of Casimir Engine lives in Bermuda, but not Hawaii. But do you know the story of Hawaii, of 5-0? Dave's here with some information on this one.
Hawaii 5-0. It's set in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's very hot there in Hawaii. There's lots of murder and crime, but it's very hot with lots of wine in Hawaii. Hawaii 5-0.
Beautiful. Mandy Davis is saying his brother-in-law. Richard is her brother-in-law. So, well, that gave you a surprise, Richard, that you're Mandy's brother-in-law. But well done. Congratulations. And if you are her brother-in-law, that'll be an amazing coincidence. But thank you very much. What else we got? And Mandy Davis is going to bring a bit of French into here if I can find it. It came came quite a long way ago. If I can find it, okay. No, can't find. She did say "Ça va bien, merci." Thank you very much indeed, Mandy. Good to know. Is it a microphone? Is it a cowbell? Is it a TV? No, all those things are wrong. A lot of these have been coming in. Is it your ear under the hat today? Is it a dog whistle? Sally Wilson saying a dog whistle. It's the closest we've got so far. It is a musical instrument. It's not a balloon. It's not a cassette, Sally, and it's not a DVD. What is 25 minutes slow? What's 25 minutes slow? Got no idea, Nick D, what on earth you're going on. Had to turn that one down. Okay, well, that's okay. We can turn it back up again now. First time, it's very, very difficult. Simon Cooper. It's called 5-0 because Hawaii is the 50th state to join the Union. Thank you very much. It's always an education, this one. Is it a kazoo? No, it is not. It is. It's like a kazoo, but it has more notes than a kazoo. You can choose the precise note you blow into this thing. It's not a harmonica. It's cheaper than a harmonica, and it's not a yazoo, which is like a kazoo, but spelt wrong. Thank you, Charles. And it's not a flute. What could it be? Any ideas at all? Love to hear from you today. So it's a thing you blow in, and you move something on it to make it go up or down in pitch. Okay. David Flint says, is it a small recorder? Is it one of those mouth harp things that you twang against your teeth? No. Is it a penny whistle? Now, a penny whistle is very close to what it's more like a trombone than a penny whistle. It's a cross between a penny whistle and a trombone. Is it a Jew's harp? Scott is going for a clarinet under my hat or a bassoon. I would like to. He did say a microwave oven earlier on. It's a cross between a trombone and a penny whistle. So what is? Just think about it. It's made of wood. A cross between. Think of the only one instrument that is a cross between a trombone and a penny whistle. It's not a mouth organ, Brian Harrison, I'm afraid. It's not a cornet. What could it be? You are taking quite a long time to do this one today, and I don't know what's so difficult about it. It's made of wood. It's a children's toy, naturally, but you could earn a living from it if you were a poor, busker. A cross between a trombone and a penny whistle. It looks more like a penny whistle than a trombone, but there are very much trombone. There's a tromboneness to this one. I love the way you dismiss everyone's answers, says Casimir. Well, it's because you're wrong. That's why there's only one thing under my hat, well, apart from my head and this thing. But what is it? An instrument you would pull a slide in and out of? It is. Can you think of that one? Okay, and well, you see, Sally, I feel as though you've got it, but you can't name it. But I'm going to give you that one because that's close enough to me, and you've not won anything for a while. If I can just find the exciting. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And we're going to give it. Are people getting this right now? Okay. And well done, Sally Wilson. Scott got it right as well. And what have we got? Here we go. Is that the clangers coming in? And then Clanger said, yes, and he said, oh, I love watching that James Watt TV show, World of Watt, the lockdown show in lockdown, because it's great fun, didn't it? And all the other clangers went, Sally Wilson, you get the of the day. Congratulations. It's one of those bicycle pump whistles. Yeah, close enough. So there we go. As used on the clangers. Can't remember what it's called. It was called slide whistle is the official. Scott knew it's slide whistle, but no, anyway, we've done it. Okay. Swanee. I don't think it's a Swanee whistle. A Swanee whistle is quite is more expensive than this thing. This is like, hello, clangers. Would you like to see the birds? I would. Okay, I wonder if the birds are there. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, the birds are there. Look at that. They're coming in and out like crazy. We have one more game to play. Don't forget, you want to give us a call, you can do on our number. It's 079. Oh, I can't read it now. Okay, the birds are in the way, okay? 07956 233 726. Come straight through to us. No problem at all. Love to hear from you. But you've not got long to call us because we do have the birds. There's going to be a lot of bird action here. This is like Country File and Autumn Watch all at the same time. Okay. Mandy Davies, of course, is with us. I must say hello to a few people that are liking us today. Mandy and Roxy and Luke and Julie and Tom and Andrew and Eric and Ian. And Kevin and Marge and Lewis, of course. Look at the birds are going mad. You can hear the birds going mad, and they are in there feeding little chicks at the moment. Very, very exciting. And look at that. You can hear them. You can hear that. How exciting is this? They may well be standing on the camera, just tweeting into it, because that's what they do. Scott says no one ever phones. Well, they do sometimes, but it's not all about the phoning, to be honest. It's about the taking part. And if you want to phone it, it's not. But the phone's going now. Let's hear it could be. Now, this is an unknown number, so this could be very, very dangerous. Here we go. Hello, yes, welcome along. You're live to the world of what? You're live globally and internationally around the world. Who is speaking to us?
Hello, it's Charles. Hello there.
Hello, Charles. Well, welcome to the show. Very pleased that you're on today. And how has been your week at work been?
Exhausting.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely shattered after all that time off.
Because you actually went back on Monday. You knew what Boris was nearly thinking about going to say the other day, and you were instructed to go back before the announcement came in.
Well, yes. I mean, lots of firms have been sort of planning to get back at some point, and they've just been sort of doing it when they can. And Boris merely sort of giving everybody a nudge. I think that's all.
Yeah.
But
hot news coming in from Mandy Davis, who thought she'd got her brother-in-law watching, but Richard Davis is not the same relation as Mandy Davis. Okay.
Oh dear.
There we go. So how's the bread stocks? Because you were king of making bread.
Well, I'm on duty doing that this afternoon. So
right. Very good. David says, "How are you today?" And everything. And would you like to say hello to Scott? Because Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Scott is very keen. He's a new keen listener to the show.
No, do stick with it, Scott. It's well worth it.
Well, it's well worth it. Okay. So we're going to make bread. You just rang to check you were okay. You just rang to check in, did you? And say you're fine.
I thought. You seem to be pleading for somebody to ring in, and nobody's taking the hint. So
Scott was disappointed nobody'd rung in, but it's not about. And don't forget, you are broadcasting live recorded on Great Yorkshire Radio now as well, Charles. A very exciting moment for us. We'd like to say hello to the radio listeners as well.
Hello, Yorkshire. Yes.
Because to be honest, you being on the phone is quite like the radio, and less like the TV, because we don't get pictures of you on the TV. And we don't
that's probably
get
a very good thing.
That's probably a very good thing. And how is the hair and the beard going?
Well, I actually trimmed it this week. So, yesterday. So yes, we had a session with the razor.
Yeah.
So the silly bits at the bottom are sorted.
Really?
That's all right.
Okay. Can you deliver pencils to Weston Supermare? Simon says.
No.
In your big Arctic.
Well, we could, but. It's a little out of the way. We probably get as far as Southampton.
Yeah, okay. Eric is showing a picture of these birds at the moment. He's got ducks in his house. You got any birds in your place?
Not at the moment, no. We used to have chickens and ducks.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Ducks
also,
sound stupid.
Scott says, can you deliver pencils to Norwich?
No.
Scott hasn't won a pencil, but he's just planning ahead just in case one day he does.
No, I went there once. It was shut. But that's another story.
Well, it's good to know, Charles, you're back with us on a Sunday. Because the audience missed you a lot, and you are our poshest sounding listener.
Well. Yeah. pretty small listenership, I should think. Okay. But never mind. Good, right.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. We've got to go because my battery's running out. Thank you very much, Charles. Lovely to hear from you.
Have fun. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Off he goes. Right, there he goes. That's okay. And my low battery has just come up on my computer, which really could cause us a big problem. So luckily, I've just plugged it in. Right, so let's do our final game of the day, and this is it. Welcome back, Charles is saying. Okay, let's do Blow Your Horn. It was Eurovision last night. It was Eurovision last night. So is that going to be a clue to the song, even though it wasn't Eurovision? It was pretended to be on. So maybe it's a Eurovision song I'm going to do. But I've got my trumpet here. All right, there we go. I've got 3 notes on it. Don't need the third one at all, which is quite interesting. Okay, we've got a slight buzz on that. Let's just go and get rid of the buzz on my cables. Okay, hold on a minute. There we go. That's much better. Right, so here we go. Right, that's working. Right, so what is the song I am playing on the trumpet today? Okay, and this is really simple. We haven't got long on this one, so here we go. You've got to make it simple. Go. What is the big hit song I am playing on the trumpet? Sally Wilson goes for congratulations before the first note. Boom, boom, banger, bang. Simon Cooper's coming in. Mandy's useless at this game. Congratulations is coming in from Janet and Eric, both saying congratulations. Waterloo is coming in. Boom, banger, bang. All wrong. I go. Okay, giving it away. Absolutely giving it away. Walking on Sunshine. I've just given it away. If you're not sure what it is, what you need to do is... Okay. There we go. And look at this. Simon Cooper comes in with absolutely bang on right. Of course you are. Puppet on a string was the answer we were looking for today. Well done. Charles Good finally got it right, and Charles doesn't know any music at all. All kinds of everything came in. Janet thought of that one as well. Is it Nirvana? Smells Like Teen Spirit, thought Mark Smith. Well done. Congratulations for very nearly getting that right, Mark. But it was Puppet on a String. Final look at Bird Cam today. See if we can see any more. We are out of here. Let's get the thing. We're live. Okay, it's Sunday. Okay, live event TV. That's what we are. And we're back tomorrow. Can we do one more game? Scott says, no, we can't. We are out of games today. There is no more. Okay, what's that? The one I sent you yesterday was from 1957. I can't remember who it was by. Did you send me on Radio Oxford? Did you send me the Amore? That one, Volare? Didn't you send me Volare? I think it was that with a funny name. I think it was that one you said. Okay, okay. We are out of here. No more time, I'm afraid. We got to go because it's time for luncheon. Thank you very much. Stay safe, whatever you're doing today, and we will see you tomorrow, 12 high noon on the telly, facebook.com/TheJamesWatt or YouTube. Just search out the Lockdown Show, World of Watt, it'll be there. And Great Yorkshire Radio as well. Cheers.
We're in lockdown across the world. Here's some things to keep you chilled. We're in lockdown across the world. Here's some things to keep you chilled. You can catch up on TV, even have an extra long wee. You could bake a cake or try to charm a lovely snake. You could make a patio and pretend to go for a row. We're in lockdown across the world. Here's some things to keep you chilled. Play Jenga with tin food. Wear just pants if you want to be rude. Learn to do some life drawing, but not by the window. The cops will be calling. Play a game of hide and seek, but then don't look, they'll be there for a week. We're in lockdown across the world. Here's some things to keep you chilled. You could do some fancy sewing, designer playing for the guys at Boeing. You could cut your own hair, that would give the neighbours a scare. You could learn a brand new dance, I am good at a horse prance. We're in lockdown across the world. Here's some things to keep you chilled. You could do some exercise, then you'll get
great big thighs, you could write a big hit song. Do an impression of King Kong. You could FaceTime with your gran. Call up any man called Dan. We're in lockdown across the world. Here's some things to keep you chilled. Shave your legs just for kicks. Eat spaghetti with chopsticks. Look out the window quite a lot. Do some yoga, I think not. Make a den with loo roll. Get a spade, dig a big hole. We're in lockdown across the world. There's some things to keep you chilled. We're in lockdown across the world. There's some things to keep you chilled.